Hi everybody, welcome back to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything crafty. So from amigurumi to yarn work and everything in between, woodworking, you name it, painting, upcycling, we do it all here. If it's crafty and creative, we're going to talk about it. So this is another episode of Coffee with Kim. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I love that first sip of coffee. So let me start by saying I was in the craft store or the thrift store the other day. Excuse me, you know how my throat is in the morning, sorry. And I saw this sign. I want to cover it because I don't want you to see what I did, darn it. So it's a coffee cup and it says, "But first coffee." So I did that. Be creative, but first coffee. I was going to try to fit with Kim in there, but you wouldn't be able to see it, so I'd have to repaint the whole thing. But I just be creative, but first coffee. It is Friday. Happiness. So I have my nephew coming over today. He is also a YouTuber. If I can remember, I'll put a link to his channel below, but he's actually giving me a computer to work with. And he's going to show me how to use it. It's a Mac computer and I've never used one before. So he's going to give me a quick little tutorial on it and let me borrow it. That's awesome. So I figured as a gift and a thank you, I made them this to hang on their door. Again, it's made of yarn and nice pretty little ribbon. It's just a small little token of my thank you for them. So I'm going to give them that. And yeah, great kids. Absolutely great kids. Of course I call them kids because I'm old and they're not. Oh, I crack me up. I'm sorry. So I'm really excited this morning. Every morning I get up and I check all my Ring cameras. I don't really have them out for security. I have them out to see what wildlife goes by because I have two different locations. I have one here at the river and we've got some great visitors, bobcats and foxes and deer, you know, all that fun stuff. But I also have one out at the property where I grew up. My family owns my brother owns the property out there and my family goes camping there. So, I was checking the cameras and it said 4:30 a.m. Excuse me. And so I clicked on it and it was a bobcat walking right in front of the camera. I quick texted my brother, check out the cameras at, 4:21 a.m. It was really cool. So it's something he and I share. Check this camera out or this or that. Or if one of us is at the farm and the other one isn't, we'll wave to each other on the camera. It's just fun. Yeah, it's a nice way to keep in touch with my brother. Keep tabs on him too. So yesterday I got a lot done on my calendar blanket. Excuse me. I'm up to July. This thing's getting so big. I think I told you I miscalculated my math. So it's getting very big. So it's very hard to crochet along and turn it and crochet along. So I'm getting there, but I'm up to July and it's really pretty. So I can't wait to show you guys that. But what I want to share with you today is this. Da, 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 da. Woohoo! My update on all of my stitches. So what I want to do, bring this in a little bit. Now, I'm trying to see how I hung them. So I'm just going to go over them because I'm not quite sure which ones I've already done. So, as I said previously, I've learned every one of these stitches, every single one of them, from Crystal over at Bag a Day. So I'm going to obviously put a link to her channel on this because she is my teacher and she has taught me everything I know. So what I did is I make up a swatch of the stitch that she taught. Now remember, my skill level, it has nothing to do with her teaching abilities. Some of these I really struggle with. Some of them I think I do okay, but some of them I really struggle with. So hers obviously come out much prettier. But anyway, so this one is called the drop sedge stitch. It is a 1 row repeat, and it's a, it's a stitch count of 3 plus 2. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. When you get it as long as you want, you add 2. So I did 32 as my base. I try to keep it, so I try to keep it about this big. So any multiple of 3 plus 2. And you can even see here how I'm a little tighter here and I get loose there. But anyway, that is my sample of the drop sedge stitch. Easy for me to say. All right, so what's next? So these little tags I made up, they're actually business cards that I don't need anymore from people I don't do business with anymore. So I cut them into little, little squares. Okay, so this one, I figured I'd go nice and easy on this. So I did up 3 of them yesterday real quick. 3 super easy ones. So this one is a half double. Let me start by saying this is my absolute favorite stitch. If I'm making something, I default to the half double. And I think it's because it's not as small as the single crochet, and it's not as time consuming for me as the double. And it makes up really pretty. So it is a 1 row repeat. You can just repeat the same thing, and really any stitch count. So I really love this stitch. So this is the half double. You can see how pretty it comes out in there. And what's next? Oh, this one's really pretty too. This is the hyacinth stitch. It is a 2 row repeat, and you do it in multiples of 4 plus 2. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then throw 2 on the end. So how neat is that? I love it. I absolutely love that. Is a beautiful stitch. Really pretty. So that is the hyacinth stitch. And I chose the color of a hyacinth. That's also my favorite flower. So that's that one. Let's see, what do I got here? This one, this is like my Christmas tree of stitches. I think I need more coffee. I think you'll need more coffee after watching this. Okay, so this one here is the primrose stitch. It is a 2 row repeat. Very busy yarn, sorry about that. You can see I got a little something going on there, but like I said, my talent has no reflection on how amazing Crystal is. I learn from her, and then I practice and practice, and I try to get, a fraction of her talent. But anyway, so the primrose stitch is a 2 row repeat and a multiple of 3. So there we go, any multiple of 3. So I did this one in 30. And yeah, you can see where I've got varying tension on there. Anyway, I'm not going to keep pointing out my mistakes, but yeah, so the primrose stitch, very pretty. Crystal always has such pretty things. All right, what's next? Oh, I like this one too. I think I like them all, but, well, maybe not. There's a couple I don't. The bud stitch. This one's nice and thick. This would be an awesome, nice and thick. The bud stitch is a 1 row repeat, and you can do it with any odd number. So bud stitch right there. And it's so pretty. This is a nice sturdy stitch. So this is, feels good. I would like it maybe a cardigan or even a scarf a scarf for the cold winter. Now, I live in upstate New York, so the winters get pretty cold. So this would make a nice scarf or a nice hat or even sleeveless or fingerless gloves. Okay, what is next? The double crochet Trinity stitch. Another pretty one. Right there. This is a 1 row repeat, and you can do it with any even number of stitches. Also really a pretty stitch. So I like that one. Okay. This really is a great project, and it is helping me cut down on a lot of my stash, a lot of my scrap. Okay, so here is the interlocking fan stitch. It is a 2 row repeat, and it's a count of 10 plus 2. I have to be honest, I struggled with this one. I had to take it out a couple times and start over. I don't know why. It was just a 2 row repeat, but I kept getting confused as to which row I was on. So yeah, it's pretty. It's really pretty. And if you really want to see a beautiful example of it, go check out Crystal's. But yeah, so there it is, interlocking fan. It's really a pretty stitch. It's not hard to do, but for some reason I just kept getting myself tangled up. So let's spin this again, and we're gonna do, I think I already did these. So I'm gonna go to the next side. I don't want to repeat myself. I'll show them quick at the end, but I think I've already done those stitches. Here is a mixed cluster. This is a 2 row repeat. Again, another nice full stitch. And you can do it with any even count. So you can do any even count of stitches. Look how pretty that is. Really nice. Again, I think I really have a thing about solid stitches or a stitch with a nice feel to it. This feels really nice. Yeah, I really like that. So many things. I see all these and I'm like, oh, I could make this. I want to make that. I want to make that. My list of projects is getting so long. Okay, here's one I did super simple. Stuck to the other one. I didn't tie my tails yesterday. Figured if I'm just hanging them up there for now, I don't need to do that. But if I decide to do a blanket or something with them, I will. Obviously hide them. This is the simple double crochet. So there it is. Obviously a 1 row repeat. You can do it with any count of stitches. And there it is. Just the double. I like it. I like how airy it is. This is for like a nice summer or light, like a blanket or a throw. For just the warmer nights, but they get chilly, lay this over your lap. I like that. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the geese. There's like the huge flock of geese going over. Let's see. Oh, I'll do this one. Oh, here's the super simple single crochet. You know, the basic. That's all, just the single crochet. Again, nice little, oh, that's nice yarn. Obviously 1 row repeat, any number, you know, there's my tails. I should hide them. But there's the single crochet. It's nice. You know, a lot of borders, a lot of easy stuff, you know. Here is the thicket stitch. Another beautiful stitch. I love that. Plus, I love this color. In case you don't know, purple is my favorite color. I have a lot of purple around me everywhere. I have a lot of purple. I love purple. It's always been my favorite color. I don't have a favorite shade. I just love purple in general. So anyway, this purple thicket stitch is a 1 row repeat, and you can do it with any even stitch count. So there is the thicket stitch. in purple. What else do I have here? The Crochet Blossom. Look at that. How pretty is this? The Crochet Blossom is a 2-row repeat, and it's any 14 plus 2. So that one's a bit more detailed, again, not hard, especially the way Crystal teaches it on her channel. So it is pretty though, right? I see these all stacked up together and I'm like, what the heck can I do with them? Something, you know, I'm going to do something. And here is the Elizabeth stitch, sometimes called the mini bean stitch. It's a 1-row repeat and it's any even number. Again, purple. But I don't think I mentioned that purple was my favorite because I didn't want people to say, you know, I'm trying to copy anybody else or anything, but purple's definitely, it's there. I love all color though. There isn't one that I don't like. I don't wear a lot of orange or yellow or brown, but I like them. So I will use them for other stuff. So there we go. Such a nice, there's the little beans. Yeah, I really like them. Here is the treble stitch. So 1 row, any count. There's my tails. You know, simple. I don't use this one a lot. Excuse me. But probably good for headbands. Make them into headbands. I use them a few times in some of the projects that I've done. They're included in there, but I wonder if there's a half treble. I'm gonna have to look that up. So there's the treble stitch, a 1-row repeat, any number, you know, it's just one of those basic stitches. And then I know I've done these before, but I just want to show you the feather stitch is my absolute favorite. This will be, I just don't know what yarn. Oh, yes, I do. Let's move this. I just got that from Hirschner's yesterday. There's my blanket for the fair. It's going to be the feather stitch with that yarn. So that's what that's going to be. Here we go. Here's the dragon stitch. Yeah, I struggled with this one as well. I had to pull it out a few times. You'll see it's super short because I really had a tough time with it. So it's an 8 plus 2 for the stitch count, and it's a 2-row repeat. So I struggled with it. It comes out pretty. It's a pretty stitch. It would actually be beautiful as maybe a row of it or something for a border. That would be really pretty. And then I finished I'll save one that I didn't struggle with for the end. Here is the ripple stitch, 1-row repeat, count of 19 plus 2. Very pretty. Absolutely pretty. But I did have a difficult time with this one. Maybe it's the ones that are wavy. Maybe that's my issue. Maybe, I don't know. So it could be because I tried to do an American flag blanket with the waves. I can't think of the chevron. Is that what it's called? Anyway, I ended up frogging that because 1, I lost count of it. 2, I forgot what hook I was using. And 3, I became frustrated. And once I'm frustrated with a project, I'm not going to do my best work. So I decided to frog it and wait until I got better. And then I'll try it again. Here is the stacked brick. It's really pretty, right? It's an 8-row repeat, and it goes in a count of 8 plus 2. So really pretty. I really like that. And then The very last one I have right now is the puffed vine stitch. It's a 1-row repeat, and it's a count of 6 plus 5. Love it, love it, love it. That would make such a beautiful scarf, that color and everything. Do I have more of that color? No, I'm looking for it because I would love a hat and gloves and scarf made with this. That would be so pretty. So, anywho, those are all the stitches I have done so far. I will hang them back on my tree, and I will get finishing up all my other things. So thank you for the journey through my stitch practices, and stay tuned for more. Obviously, I'm trying to work my way through as many of them as I can. I learned them all from Crystal over at Bag-A-Day. She is the greatest of all time. And honestly, my crocheting skills were very, very minimal until I started watching her. And now I feel very confident in a lot of them. And hence the wall of yarn behind me, because I just want to keep learning and doing. And let me show you real quick. I practiced another stitch where I was gonna make a dress for one of the dolls I found on my treasure hunt, but I couldn't quite get it right, so I decided to use my small knitting machine, and I made this little doll, this little dress. And then I took a chain from my mom's jewelry that I have. It was, you know, it's just costume jewelry. And I made her a little headband, I made her a necklace, and so there she is. But just keep learning, just keep trying, just keep practicing. I mean, crafting is all about that. If you make something that doesn't come out quite right, learn from it. You know, it took me like 3 tries to figure, hey, this is cute, and I'm gonna make it for her, you know. Share your failures as well as your successes, and you'll learn from it. Every crafting oopsie turns into, you know, hey, I learned something from that. So there we go. That is my lesson for the day. So thank you for spending your coffee time with me. I hope you had a good cup of coffee. I certainly did. And I hope you have a great Friday. In case you can't check in again, I hope you have an amazing weekend and a wonderful Christmas. I'm looking forward to Sunday, Christmas Eve. My whole family's getting together at my brother's, so I can't wait for that. Again, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like this, because I have so much more to talk about. I've already got a notebook of all my shows that I want to do. And I really do appreciate you coming, spending some time with me and watching my videos. Thank you again for spending your Friday morning with me. And don't forget, be creative. Have a great day.